Now that we've decided in concepts 1 and 2 that we're going to start telling it like it is and to start focusing more on the long term, let's keep moving forward. What's the first thing people typically do when something goes wrong? They look for excuses. What's the second thing they typically do when something goes wrong? They look for somebody to blame. They want to hold someone else responsible. Then what happens? The people who are on the receiving end of the blame start getting defensive. Does any of that solve the actual problem? No. Does it make the person who you've been blaming feel better? Probably not. Then there's yet another aspect of this whole thing. If we can't find someone else to blame, then we usually start blaming ourselves. Does blaming yourself make you feel better? Probably not. Once again, let's take a look at the Way of Excellence system and see what it has to say about all this. Until number 3 states, blame is irrelevant until we stop blaming others and ourselves for that matter and start fixing our problems. We will never achieve our maximum potential and evolve as a species. What does that mean? It means just what it says. Blame is irrelevant. All that matters is figuring out what needs to be done to fix the problem and then beginning to take appropriate action toward getting it done. Let me repeat that because it's a very important concept. Blame is irrelevant. Law number 3 states, one must stop blaming others for anything wrong in their life. In fact, one must also stop blaming themselves. Blame is irrelevant. All that matters is what are you going to do to fix the problem? What does that mean in plain English? It means stop blaming others, stop blaming yourself. Blame is irrelevant. Just fix the problem. To make it even more plain, stop blaming, start fixing. To repeat, blame is irrelevant. Blame pretends to be necessary, but it serves no useful purpose. It doesn't serve us. One of the things you'll learn as you study the Way of Excellence is that it emphasizes that if something serves no useful purpose, if something doesn't serve us, we should get rid of it. So don't blame others. Don't even blame yourself. Why? Because it serves no useful purpose. Just fix the problem. So how do you do that? A good place to start is to use what I call the stop method. S is for stop. So do just that. Stop. Pause, take a deep breath, and gather your thoughts. T is for think. Ask yourself, am I blaming others? Am I blaming myself? If you are blaming, then stop doing it. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame others. O is for observe. Look around and then find a solution. Then implement it. That's what the P in stop is for. Proceed to put that solution into action. Stop is for stop, think, observe, and proceed. Is it really that simple? Yes, the stop method is that simple. Implementing the stop method is the harder part. In order to do that, we must break old habits. We must take personal responsibility and begin cleaning up our own messes. Leadership is about taking responsibility, not about making excuses. Key point number 1 of this concept is the stop method. Stop, think, observe, then proceed. Key point number 2 of this concept is blame is irrelevant. At the risk of repeating myself, but I will because it's important, blame is irrelevant. Just fix the problem because that's all that matters. This concept has helped me quite a bit personally as I've transformed my life starting in 2009. Think about it. I walked around for the first 50 years of my life being massively obese. As a result, I have no doubt that I missed out on many opportunities, both in my personal relationships and in my career. But now, I'm walking around at 130 pounds, and I've never been healthier in my life. So question, should I beat myself over the head and blame myself for all those missed opportunities? Or should I simply be grateful that I finally got my life together before it was too late and enjoy my life now for what it is? I think you know the answer. If I were to blame myself, it would serve no useful purpose. It would not serve me. So guess what? I decided at the very beginning of my journey of transformation that I would not blame myself for past mistakes. I would simply learn from those mistakes and move on. That approach has worked very well for me, and I have no doubt it will work very well for you as well. Law number 3, the law of personal responsibility, allows you to forgive yourself as I have forgiven myself. But remember, not everything always works out the way you want, but don't let that stop you. Don't let what could go wrong stop you from acting on what could go right. As we've said before, remember that you're only human. Nobody is perfect, not even you. Time spent on trying to be perfect is wasted time. Time spent on trying to be excellent is not. Just work on getting better. The Japanese have a philosophy that talks about this. That concept is called Kaizen. Kaizen literally means good change that results in continual improvement. Get better every day. Get better every month. Get better every year. Tell yourself, I am successful. I am confident. I am powerful. I am strong. I am getting better and better every day. If you constantly get better, you're going to have an incredible life. As long as the person you are today is even the tiniest bit better than the person you were yesterday, then you're being successful. The secret to success is to never stop making improvements. Commit yourself right now to the principle of constant and never-ending improvement. But remember, you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Learn from those mistakes and just get better. If you fall off the wagon, just get back up. Life beats us up enough as it is. You don't need to beat yourself up too. If you fall off, just hop back on. Fall down 7 times, get back up 8. The moment you begin to take personal responsibility for everything in your life is the moment your life will begin to change. By incorporating law number 3, the law of personal responsibility, into our lives, we will be creating a society where people are encouraged to become problem solvers as opposed to being complainers that either do nothing or possibly make the situation worse. In other words, if we let go and forgive others and forgive ourselves, we can start focusing our time and energy toward enjoying our present and creating a better future. It's time for us to take personal responsibility for our own lives. It's time for us to stop blaming and to start cleaning up our own messes. Are you ready for more? If so, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Be sure to watch the videos all the way to the end, as the stuff at the end is usually just as important, if not more, than the stuff in the beginning. With that said and done, it's time for you to move on to the next video in the playlist. Concept number 4, embracing change.